Negotiations underway to release Syrian sailors held hostage by Somali pirates. Efforts are ongoing to free 16 Syrian sailors who were taken captive during the hijacking of a cargo ship off the coast of Somalia on Sunday, an incident that highlights the fragility of the security situation of maritime routes along the Horn of Africa. The Syrian Seafarer Syndicate said on Tuesday that it was in contact with the relevant international parties to secure their release, adding that the organization was able to establish contact with all those on board and that all were in good health. The hijacking is reported to have taken place at dawn on Sunday, when the St. Kitts and Nevis flag vessel was attacked approximately 6 nautical miles from Somalia's Garakat region. The UK Maritime Trade Organizations, UKMTO, said 10 gunmen are believed to have attacked the cargo vessel named Sword aboard 3 small boats before being redirected into Somali territorial waters. According to open data on maritime platforms, the oil products tanker is a public cargo ship built in 1998 that was en route to the port of Mombasa in Kenya, where it was expected to arrive on May 1st. Its last recorded location was in the Arabian Sea approximately 12 days ago. This latest incident prompted UKMTO to increase its threat level for the Somali coast to substantial due to what it described as an active pirate action group, reported to be operating in the Somali basin. It further urged vessels attempting to transit in its vicinity to remain vigilant, review updated guidance, and report any suspicious activities in light of an uptick in attacks. The UK-based maritime organization recorded 3 similar attempts at hijacking in the 72 hours prior to this latest seizure, including the hijacking of a Somali-flagged fishing vessel near Zayfuan and the armed boarding of an oil products tanker in the same area. The uptick in piracy acts highlights security challenges in the waters off the coast of Somalia, one of the most important international sea lanes. Fears of resurgence in Somali piracy after 3 vessels hijacked in a week. Pirates appear to be taking advantage of international naval strength being diverted to Middle East. 3 vessels have been hijacked off the coast of Somalia in the past week, raising fears of a resurgence in piracy around the Horn of Africa and adding to the woes of the global shipping industry. The merchant vessel Sword was taken over on April 26th, a day after a dhow was seized. These followed the April 21st hijacking of Honor 25, a motor tanker carrying 18,000 barrels of oil, according to the Maritime Security Center Indian Ocean, MSCIO, the tracking service of the EU's naval force. All incidents remain ongoing, the MSCIO said in a statement on Monday. Vessels operating in the area are strongly advised to maintain heightened vigilance, particularly within 150 nautical miles of the Somali coast between Mogadishu and Hafin where feasible. Piracy around Somalia jumped in the late 2000s, peaking in 2011 with 212 attacks, according to EU Naval Force data. Pirates became more audacious, raiding ships as far as 2,270 miles off the Somali coast in the Indian Ocean. An international naval coalition then stemmed the tide of attacks, cutting them to just a handful each year from 2014. However, incidents began to rise again in 2023. Global shipping is already reeling from the near-total closure of the Strait of Hormuz by Iran and attacks by the Iranian-backed Yemeni Houthi rebels around the narrow Bab el-Mandeb Strait. Ships have to sail through the straits to exit the Red Sea, one of the world's busiest shipping routes, with many then heading around the Horn of Africa. Sword is a cement carrier that left the port of Suez in Egypt on April 13th. It was en route to Mombasa, Kenya, when it was captured by pirates about 6 nautical miles, 11 kilometers, from the Somali port town of Garakat. The ship had 17 crew members, 15 from Syria and 2 from India, according to 3 security officials from the autonomous Somali region of Puntland. After the hijacking, shortly after 8 p.m. on Sunday, the pirates steered the ship towards the coast and anchored it in a remote area near Garakat. 6 armed men and an unarmed interpreter fluent in English and Arabic then boarded the ship. He's not only speaking with the crew, but also dealing with the owner of the ship, one of the security officials said. A second official said, "The interpreter is in charge." Super yacht with Hong Kong skyline in background. Russian oligarchs super yacht allowed through Strait of Hormuz, source says. Read more. By Tuesday morning, 4 more armed men had boarded Sword, bringing the total number of pirates on board to 20, according to the officials. Jethro Norman, a senior researcher with the Danish Institute for International Studies, said pirates had taken advantage of international navies diverting resources towards the Red Sea to combat the Houthi attacks and Puntland's Emirati-backed security forces being stretched. Norman said, pirate networks are testing the waters again, and they are better equipped than the last generation. GPS, satellite communications, and hijacked Dow motherships let them operate hundreds of miles offshore. A third Puntland security official said that a shipment of cod, a narcotic stimulant widely used in the Horn of Africa, was taken out in a small boat to the pirates on the cement carrier on Tuesday morning. It had been driven about 150 miles from the inland city of Galkayo on Monday, suggesting the pirates have a network on land and are potentially preparing for a long siege at sea.